What's up, guys? Back to another Kingdom Hearts Missing Link video. So a lot of news has been dropped past 3 hours. Of course, it is all on Twitter on the Japanese Kingdom Hearts Dark Road account because they were unable to secure access to the Missing Link Twitter. I'm not too sure if someone has the or they just had issues with making the account. Anyway, I will link it in the description. By the way, there's going to be a lot of stuff in the description because a lot of individuals had made some stuff a bit easier to understand. Big W want to give them a shout out, of course, but we have two images, well, multiple images. There's this tweet right here, which shows this. I'll get into what they actually say after I show the second one, so don't worry about that. And then there is this one, the translated tweet, by the way, for this one. Pretty much says there's GPS movement and then pad movement. However, from what I saw, there is not controller support at the moment. And then this one talks about content will be released step by step during the prototype test. So 13th, 14th, 17th, they'll get different tasks. So they have this right now, and then there'll be an arena type of enemy. I'm assuming it means an enemy somewhere on the map, fight it, yada yada. We'll know more when that comes out. And then on the 17th, there's a raid boss. Now, that makes it, imply maybe unions or guilds are coming back from Union Cross. Big W if it did. I really liked how they worked. But let's get into what the pictures say. So big shout out to KingdomHearts13.com on Twitter. Of course, in the description will be their account. And of course, Ryuj Blades. We'll have a link as well, since they were the one to make these. Very nice of them. Looks very clean, by the way, I will say. So this one says, go on an adventure as your GPS position changes, your character in game also moves. So if you have played Pokemon Go at all, you'll know this mechanic. You walk around in real life, your character walks around with you. I believe this is a way to get AP. You'll see in a different screenshot that should explain it. Hands-free mode. Enable hands-free mode. Certain actions will be automatically performed, such as HP and MP recovery. This is pretty much like an auto battle. You'll fight the Heartless. Pretty much from what I've seen, and of course in the trailer as well, it's kind of like a Chain of Memories type little small room you fight in. Your character will just go crazy while you do your stuff. Very Pokemon Go-esque type features. From what I've seen though, the auto battle tends to go a little crazy on magic, so you're gonna have to make sure your character doesn't just use up all their magic instantly. It kind of sucks. And then it says there's AP. When in pad mode, AP is required for encountering battles as well as accessing certain spots. You can obtain AP in GPS mode. You get these from walking around. I'm not too sure, so I know that you can play the game without actually walking. So let's say you're at your computer or whatever and you're playing this in like BlueStacks or something, you can just run around normally, and I'm assuming you get AP that way. But there's going to be healing spots and other fights, kind of like, I guess, Chain of Memories from what I've seen. Of course, we haven't seen too much gameplay besides what they showed us, so it's a lot of, assuming or just not knowing at the moment. There is one screenshot that I've seen from the game, and I'm actually going to make a video on that after this. So if it's still there, go ahead and check that out. If not, it was taken down and I deleted it, but I'll give a brief example of it at the end of this video based off of another gacha game that has a similar layout. But anyway, let's get into the basic recap. Thanks to Renee Allery. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if they didn't. Check them out as well. They're in the description, I'm sure. They have compiled a list of pretty much everything, which is going to be helpful because if I miss something, it would suck. And it's pretty much everything I've gone over already or am going to go over, so might as well give them a shout out and go over them. So prototype came out today. Fortunately, I didn't get in. That sucks. So we have all the stuff we just talked about, yada yada, right? The testers have really liked it. So the graphics and gameplay are smooth and crisp. People have been comparing it to Nintendo Switch. It's very Kingdom Hearts-esque. For the beta, there's no controller support. Character customization is extremely detailed, so if you played something like Elden Ring lately, where you spend hours customizing your character, have fun because you're going to do it in this one. Also, for the no controller support, if this game is available on BlueStacks or any other sort of emulator, you could do it that way. I'm not too sure if it will affect your game too much, because if there's something you need to do with walking around, like in Pokemon Go, you hatch eggs by walking around, right? Obviously, Pokemon Go is more centered about actually walking around, but if there's any sort of feature where you actually have to turn on GPS mode, obviously having it on your PC would be the greatest, but that would be a way to enable controller support. We'll have to see when the game actually comes out. Hopefully they do add it. That'd be kind of sick. We do have story, but it is locked behind the beta. You can't play it. You can collect materials with your Keyblade, or yeah, collect materials, upgrade your Keyblade. Changing Keyblade changes your fighting style. If you play Days, you'll know that the Keyblades change up Roxas's fighting style. One person that I like, it's like, I think the Leviathan blade, it's the blue one. When Roxas would do an aerial attack, he would hit them twice and do a spin, and if it's upgraded one, he does like another spin forward. So I'm assuming it's going to be someone like that. Maybe your combos are a bit different. Maybe there's ranged, or maybe more magic based. We'll have to see. Heartless spawns are also impacted by the weather. So if it is raining, you're probably going to run into the water enemies. Or if, you know, you live in the desert or something, maybe you'll find the sand ones. I don't know. We'll have to see. The rain stuff is very interesting because I can't help but notice that not everybody has places where it snows, so our snow heartless just not gonna come around unless they do like a Christmas thing. We'll have to see. Very interesting that they're impacted by the weather. And of course, like I said before, there's places to heal. You can move around normally without GPS. Tutorial was in vertical mode, but gameplay switched to horizontal. Many of the GPS features are similar to Dragon Quest Walk. Never played them, never heard of it. If you have, you know, maybe say something in the comments for people to know. Next up, if you walk up, you can walk up a building, you can jump and get on it, assuming flow motion. UI can be moved and changed to be more transparent. Moves based on how you're playing, horizontal or vertical. I'm assuming if you're playing like the Pokemon Go aspect, you're probably going to have your phone vertical. On the pause menu, you can leave the battle and return to the main map. Big W. There are 2 Keyblades you can play at: Fortune Gear and Light Order. The names will probably change with official translations. New avatar pieces can be bought with jewels, much like Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. Yeah, the currency is jewels. I'm already having PTSD of buying, you know, cooling outfit and not getting a multi for summons. Apparently, the new Dearly Beloved is beautiful. I've actually, funny enough, this person right here, Albo AC7, has said that it's beautiful, so very excited to be able to hear that. Other than that, I'm pretty sure that's everything. Raid battles are back as well. It's apparently very important to finish the tutorial as well, and there's a friend system, which kind of hints at maybe a possibility of guilds or unions coming back. I'm sure they're not going to scrap it just because it was such a big feature in the last game, and it would kind of suck if they took that away, or at least, you know, at least have multiplayer. That'd be cool. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the video. Thanks for watching if you have, and of course, if you're wondering why I'm covering Kingdom Hearts, if you're my normal viewers, or if you're subscribing going, whoa, where's all the Kingdom Hearts stuff? I cover Konosuba. I plan to cover this game as well when it launches. When there's information, I'll make a video on it. Until then, it's just Konosuba, so bear with me until more Kingdom Hearts stuff is shown. But, you know, with how we're going, there's going to be a lot of juicy news coming up. And of course, if you're wondering about how the game looks, so the game is going to somewhat look like this: is Strongest Hero. I'm not going to show the screenshot in this video. If you want to see the screenshot, I'll talk about it in another video. If it's not there, bear with me. This is what we get. So right here, your attack is your like Keyblade attack. You have a jump option. There's an auto button up here. The health of this layout is pretty similar. The health will appear above the Heartless that you're fighting, and then your HP is up here. You have 3 attacks just like Strongest Hero. However, they were moved over here for the picture that I saw. Apparently, you can also dodge roll by swiping. I'm not too sure where the movement pad is. Right here is where you put your thumb to move your character around, but I didn't see it in the leaked screenshot, of course, so I'm assuming maybe they were moving up here with their finger. Not too sure, but there was Mickey, Donald, and Goofy as their 3 attacks. Of course, like I said, they were over here, and it looked like it looked better than Kingdom Hearts 2, I'm be honest with you. I hope you guys have good phones, because it's gonna be a hefty game. Looks very beautiful though, so hopefully it runs super smooth. I've heard no complaints of the actual gameplay so far. This is the best comparison I could get from it. I know you're looking at this dude right here. Trust me, it looks 5 million times better than this game, but it just has somewhat of similar UI. But other than that, that's actually it. If you want to see the actual screenshot, check out my next video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm excited for Kingdom Hearts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Of course, if you got into the beta, let me know in the comments as well. Jealous, wish I was you. And yeah, thanks for watching.